Alright, let's talk about this whole why so many countries don't like China thing. Yeah, it's not really about history. No, it's about like reality. Take Britain, right? They've, fought pretty much everyone, but, nobody really hates them anymore. But China, just minding its own business, growing fast, and somehow boom, everybody's mad. Why? Well, it's simple. When China grows, it messes with other people's profits. So, let's start with a fresh example. AI, yeah. You heard about that DeepSeek model, right? Like, wow, it just blew up in days in Wall Street. Total panic mode. Microsoft, down 3.5%. Amazon, oh boy, first hour, bam, minus 0.24%. Oracle, dropped 8%. Nvidia, a massive 17% crash. And get this, $589 billion in market value just poof, gone. Like the biggest one-day market wipeout ever. You think those CEOs, investors, even the regular employees are happy about this? Nope. Not one bit. Alright, let's roll back a bit. 1994. China's going big on infrastructure, subways, tunnels, you name it. But they needed better tools, so they shelled out 700 million yuan, crazy money back then, to buy used tunnel boring machines from Germany. And oh boy, those German engineers, total jerks. They were like, even in 100 years, China won't make one of these. Oh yeah, about that. By 2008, China built its own tunnel boring machines. By 2020, boom, 1,000 units, all locally made. And, at a fraction of the cost, like 25 million renminbi per unit, maybe 50 million for the fancy ones. And Germany? Yeah, no one's buying theirs anymore. So yeah, they're pissed. Now check this, 2015, China's making billions of ballpoint pens, but guess what? They still had to import that tiny little ball at the tip. Crazy, right? Foreign companies were selling it for $120,000 per ton. And some people were laughing at China, saying, you can't even make a pen tip. Well, yeah, Chinese leaders, not amused. So boom, Taiyuan Steel made one single batch of the stuff. And guess what? That one batch was enough for like 650 years of global pen production. And just like that, prices dropped from $110,000 per ton to $50,000. Two out of the world's three major suppliers? They went bankrupt. And yeah, you bet they were mad. Now think about Sweden, small country, right? But they've got some pretty big companies. Ericsson, Volvo, ABB Robotics, IKEA. Yeah, China's putting massive pressure on every single one of them. Like, who even buys Ericsson phones anymore? China's domestic market alone is big enough to wipe them out. And 5G? China's running the show, and Ericsson's losing market share everywhere. Same with Nokia, Samsung, all those guys. Volvo used to be a big deal, right? But now, the Chinese brands, Geely, Great Wall, they made Volvo unviable and finally had to be bought out by China's Geely. ABB Robotics used to dominate Asia, but now, Chinese companies such as Airfort, Huazhou and Gree have long since broken ABB's dominant position in the Asian market and are also overwhelmingly competitive in terms of price. Then about IKEA. It used to be the king of home furniture retail in China. It was the go-to place. But Chinese brands like Quanyu, Sophia, and Chumei, they kind of just boom, took off. And IKEA? They had to, rethink their whole strategy. Like, wow, that's tough, right? And this isn't just a one-time thing. Nope. This kind of stuff is happening everywhere. It's like China gets serious about an industry and suddenly, somebody else is in trouble. Take shipbuilding. The moment China went all in South Korea, their shipbuilding giants like Samsung Heavy Industries and Daewoo, they started struggling. Orders dried up. And oh, get this, some of the orders they did get, they had to subcontract them to Chinese shipyards. Oof. And look at Germany's car industry. China's EVs are like everywhere now. And BMW, Volkswagen, Mercedes? Yeah, they're gas-powered cars, not selling like they used to. And solar panels? Yeah, China's solar industry is like massive now. Meanwhile, Western solar companies? They're kinda, not doing great. Oh, and home appliances? Like, remember when Japanese brands like Panasonic, Toshiba, and Sharp ruled the market? Yeah, now, they're struggling to keep up with Chinese brands. Motorcycles? Yep. China figured out electric two-wheelers, and India, Vietnam, and even Japan's big guys, Yamaha, Honda, they're all feeling the heat. And high-speed rail, like wow. China's train tech is so good now that countries are just, choosing China over France's Alstom or Japan's fancy bullet trains. Oh, real talk. Oh, and drones? Yeah, China's DJI basically owns the consumer drone market. And the US and Israel? Yeah, they're drone makers. Not super happy about that. We even tried, banning DJI just to give our own companies a fighting chance. So yeah, basically, when China steps into a market, things change fast. And, for regular folks, this is great. Lower prices, more choices, all that. But for the people running these industries, yeah, not so much. They either gotta compete or, just not exist anymore. And here's the thing, when you mess with people's money, oh boy, they do not like you. I mean, nobody wants to work harder if they don't have to, right? And before, a lot of these companies were just kinda, coasting. But now, China's making them actually try. And they hate that. That's why you don't see a lot of people hating on the UK. I mean, yeah, they used to invade everyone, but now, they're just kinda there. Not a threat. So, nobody really cares. Same thing with China in the past. Back when China was weak. Nobody hated China. I mean, yeah, they bullied China, but no hate. But now China's a competitor. That's why people don't like China. Meanwhile, countries in the Middle East, South America, and Africa, yeah, they love China. Why? 'Cause China isn't crushing their industries. They just bring in affordable products, build stuff, and don't cause problems. But at the end of the day, does it really matter if some people don't like China? Not really. What matters is strength. As far as I know, the Chinese people don't really care about this. They just want to grow stronger and live a better life. So, you don't have to like China, but it's probably not a good idea to provoke them, because the sleeping dragon has already awakened.